Hello, Eastern Region. Welcome back to our next installment of our conference conversations, where we are interviewing conductors that we will be seeing in Providence in just a couple of short weeks. And we're going to get to know them and get to know their choirs. And we are thrilled today to be welcoming Kenneth Griffith, who is the conductor, artistic director of the Boston Children's Chorus. So Kenneth, welcome to
Oh,
Conference Conversations.
thank you so much. I'm really glad to be here and really excited for Providence.
Yes,
Yeah.
so are we. So Kenneth, you and your choir will be performing on the opening headlining concert
Yeah.
with Coro Allegro, also from Boston, and the Rhode Island Children's Chorus. And we're just so grateful to you and to your singers for contributing to our conference in this way. We know that you were originally scheduled for Boston in
Yes,
2022. And
exactly.
so we are so thrilled and so excited to be making good on those plans this time around. So we're
We're
really
excited.
happy.
We're excited to be invited back. So we're
Yeah,
really happy
it's
too.
thank you. It's going to be great. So, for those of us in the region who may have never worked with you
Mhm.
or been connected to you, could you just introduce yourself to our
Yeah,
membership and tell us about your background, tell us how you came to choral music,
sure.
and how you're involved in the art form?
Yeah, well, hi. I'm Kenneth Eugene Griffith II. My pronouns are he, him. I'm the music director of Boston Children's Chorus. I'm in my third season there. But I am a conductor, educator, vocalist, a pianist, originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. So I was really happy to get a visit home during last year's National ACDA.
Yeah.
I grew up singing. I started in the church, and early on, I found myself involved with the Cincinnati Boy Choir under the direction of Randall Wolf at the time. And when I think about the importance of music in schools or opportunities when people come out, it was a really important time for me when I was found, the Cincinnati Boy Choir found me.
Hmm.
It was the first time I experienced songs from so many different cultural backgrounds and traditions, and I kind of got the bug for singing. I sang for as many years as I could there. Now they let you stay in when your voice changes, but at the time they didn't.
Yeah.
When my voice changed, I continued to sing with the May Festival Youth Chorus. And we got to hear them last year at National ACDA as well.
Hmm.
And the entire time I was in high school, I also participated in all state all 4 years I could, and I began to teach myself how to play piano and to accompany choirs and to start that little bit of conducting. I've always been, I think, ravenous for good choral music and the experience that comes with that. After high school, I majored in music at Capital University in Columbus,
Okay.
Ohio. I
Okay.
studied voice there, and I accompanied in all the voice studios and some of the instrumental studios too, and began really a career as a music director there for a lot of local shows, so theaters there, and found that I really enjoyed conducting. I enjoyed working with young people,
Hmm.
and after that, I kept going and attended Bard College to study conducting with James Bagwell, who I knew from my time in the May Festival Youth Chorus. He was the
Okay.
conductor then. Got tons of choral experience, choral orchestral repertoire there and composition, working in churches as I do here as well. And I eventually moved to Massachusetts in 2014 to teach. Um, and uh, and I've been at BCC since 2021.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a great ride. And so it's amazing you've come from like the children's choir to the children's choir in a way, like your first
Yeah.
experience was in that like youth choir, kind of world.
Yeah.
And after all these years, it's your world again, and you're
Yeah.
creating that experience for all these kids. That's so great. So the Boston Children's Chorus, tell us a little bit about your ensemble. I know that obviously we all know that the Boston Children's Chorus is from tiny, all through high school.
Yeah.
And which section or which chorus is going to be singing with us in Providence?
Yeah, so we will be joined with the Premier Choir, which is
Okay.
our most advanced high school mixed chorus. They
Okay.
rehearse twice weekly, and it's students coming from all over greater Boston region. So the youngest is about 14, and
Okay.
our oldest is a senior in high school. A really joyful group of singers who care deeply about social justice and activism.
Mhm.
In case any viewers might not know, Boston Children's Chorus was not founded by an artist, but by an activist, Hubie Jones. And I think because of that, care for um, the social conditions of the world
Mhm.
and community have always been part of the DNA of our organization. So
Right.
music has become the catalyst for conversations and for teaching our singers to stand up for the things that they believe in. So I'm really excited to bring this group in particular. And I've given them sort of just know like the bar is high. So
Right.
really excited.
Right. Ha This particular group, this
Mhm.
oldest, kind of most advanced group, have most of them been members since they were small, since they
Yeah,
were little kids?
so we have a lot of different, points of entry. We do have a
Hmm.
number of people in this group who have been in for at least 7 years,
Hmm.
but we do have a few that have been in for, 10, almost 11 years. So
Hmm.
it's nice to have that, and then joined by people who've just gotten there in the last 2 years and are
Hmm.
trying to they found this experience on their on their way to high school or just
Right.
on their way out and being able to bring people who have had this rich history and experience of BCC over the years and sort of these other people who are really excited to come in and add their voice to the conversation
Sure.
and offer new perspectives too. It's really neat to have that group of people.
That's
Yeah.
so great. Well, we are excited to meet them and celebrate
Yeah.
them and get to know them through their art. And
Yeah.
I am curious, is there anything that you or maybe even the kids are most looking forward to sharing in the concert? Can you give us a little sneak peek
Yeah, well,
of anything we might be hearing that you're really like jazzed about?
yeah, well, I'll tell you that the program will feature, composers from many different backgrounds, and we might even take you to church a little bit.
Please do.
At BCC, we have a commissioning initiative called Opus Nuovo, which is geared towards diversifying the Western canon
Mhm.
of choral music. So composers come in and work with our singers to generate texts and rhythms, and we'll
Mhm.
present one of our favorite compositions or commissions from
Cool.
that. So you'll be really excited. And it's from a name that many of you might recognize, Sydney Guillaume. So we're really
Yeah.
excited for
Oh,
that.
yay.
And I think that the program, as a lot of our BCC concerts are, it'll make you think, it'll make you feel, and it'll make you want to move too. And I think Providence will be in for a treat.
Well, I will be dancing in the front row. I'm sure
Nice.
I will be all in. I promise. Um, so thinking back, kind of your more formative years,
Mhm.
what is your first memory of like ACDA as like a resource or a construct? You know what I mean? Because for
Yeah.
these kids, they're gonna be like, oh, I sang at an ACDA conference. I
Mhm.
remember like my first memory of ACDA, I was 21 and I was singing as a member of my like college choir at a regional conference.
Yeah.
I remember asking the people, in my choir, like, what's ACDA? Like, I have no idea what this is.
Yeah.
I soon found out, right, how incredible the experience was.
Mhm.
So we've been asking all of our interviews, what's your first kind of, I guess, contact or entry point with the organization? What are
Yeah,
your
well,
memories?
well, I actually came to ACDA kind of late in life.
Okay.
It was I was already teaching. It was, I think, 2016 in Boston, actually.
Oh, wow.
So still really new to Massachusetts.
Mhm.
Definitely didn't know anyone. I had been kind of tucked away just a little further north on the North Shore.
Okay.
But I remember being, being there as an adult, as I shared before. I sang in Allstate in all 4 years, and I could
Mhm.
in Ohio, and while those are sort of the state music educators associations,
Right.
that was kind of the first. Those were the first times that I sort of experienced sort of the kind of atmosphere,
Right.
and those times I shared with singers were some of the most meaningful of my life. So it
Mhm.
was really nice when I came to ACDA and just kind of popping in and really trying to be, um, a fly on the wall,
Mhm.
to see so many people that were excited, and that it was a very positive, very creative experience, and the camaraderie that people seem to share in that space was something that it's exciting for me to know that
Yeah.
some of those kind of moments you feel like you might have been geeking out in all state kind of extend into opportunities into adulthood. I hope that's helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because this is like getting to know you,
Mhm.
so we want to know about you and your choir, and then also just your connection to the organization, and those memories. Um, so we're gonna wrap it up because these are like, little conversations.
Yeah.
But aside from the amazing performance that we're going to hear from you and the other two choirs on the opening concert, is there anything else that's happening in the conference that you're looking forward to?
Well, I'm really looking forward to reconnecting with a number of colleagues, and
Mhm.
of course always hearing stellar choirs. I love coming and finding new repertoire and learning. And then I think also just being together after this time of a lot of people being apart, in forced apart, that we get to come together and to make music in ways that feel familiar and celebratory and also new,
Mhm.
is still very exciting to me, and
Yeah.
I don't take it for granted. So singing in an immersion choir, I think will be exciting
Mhm.
too. So I like that. That's the stuff I like to be in it. So
Oh
I'm looking
yeah.
forward to just being in it. You will see me, and I will probably be highly caffeinated, and on the move. But
I
that's part
love
of
it.
it. So yeah.
Yes. Well, that's very similar to a lot of our other, you know, interviews. And for me
Yeah.
as well, like I want to see people
Yeah.
and, not behind a screen.
Yeah.
I just want to see everybody and be together and sing together and, celebrate all of the wonderful concerts and sessions and just like get into it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be great. Well, thank you for your time. We're
Oh,
so grateful to you. We're so grateful to you and your singers for contributing to the conference in this way. And we're going to have fun.
yes. Well, thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
And everybody else, be there Wednesday night for the Boston Children's Chorus, the Rhode Island Children's Chorus, and Coro Allegro. Thanks, Kenneth. We'll talk to you
Thank
soon.
you. See you.